What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Team Fish Knuckles' YouTube channel. Today is round 1 of the Saturday tournament with Sableye, Garbodor, and the time of puzzle time. Always forget which one it is, but we lost a coin flip, so we will go second. We are playing against Muneeb, and our opponent is going to go first. And let's see, what are we playing against? Alright, so we got a Sableye, we got a Dark Energy, we got a Sycamore, we have a Getsus as well. Alright, and let's see what happens. They must have a Shaman or some other Pokemon in their hand. Alright, there it goes. And double Deoxys. Okay, so that doesn't tell, like, it might be a TDK deck. We see a Plasma or a Prism Energy going to the active, and on to our turn, we get a Trubbish. We can put that guy down, put a Dark Energy in the active, and we can either guess this and see what's in their hand, or we can just Sycamore. We're going to Sycamore because they really didn't play anything. Their hand might be really good, and they're just holding it, making saying, you know, you can't get anything. Alright, so we get double time puzzle. So what we do is, do we red card our opponents? Yeah, we're going to Compressor. And what we're going to do with Compressor is we're going to discard, let's hope, Enhanced Hammer. We're going to discard Enhanced Hammer, a Crushing Hammer, and probably another Battle Compressor. We could discard a Zerosic as well. Yeah, let's discard a Zerosic. Alright, so we discarded those two guys. And let's try out Puzzle of Time. Let's Puzzle of Time. And let's play 2 copies of Puzzle of Time. And with this, we'll grab an Enhanced Hammer. And we'll grab a VS Seeker for the next turn. Yep, so we can put those 2 cards in our hand. And we will Enhanced Hammer, discard the card. Let's see what else we can do. We'll probably just Junk Hunt. Yeah, we'll just Junk Hunt, getting back 2 Puzzle of Times. That's where you can probably Junk Hunt forever. You're just going to Junk Hunt 2 Puzzle Times. Yep, so 2 Puzzle Times going to our hand. And to own our opponent's turn, we maybe should have discarded a Trick Shovel so that we can get back our Puzzle Time to start discarding stuff. Alright, we see a Muscle Band going on to the active. We see a Rainbow Energy, but we can just Time Puzzle or Puzzle Time for Enhanced Hammer. There we see a Bicycle drawn 1 card. Alrighty, on to our turn. Let's see, we get a Delinquent. Okay, so we are going to Time Puzzle. Alright, we'll play 2 copies of Time Puzzle. And with this, we'll grab an E-Hammer. And we'll grab a Getsus, and we'll see what's in our opponent's hand. So we'll get those 2. Play the Enhanced Hammer, discard that guy. Alright, and we'll get this, and let's see what's in our opponent's hand. There is 4 energies. Oh my goodness. Okay, we'll press done, and we will Junk Hunt. Once again, we'll grab 2 Puzzle of Time. So our opponent's hand is really, really bad. Alright, so 2 more Puzzle Times going to our hand, and on to our opponent's turn. We know they have a bunch of energies. What's that 5th card they just drew into? I'm not 100% sure. But we probably do need a discard. Okay, so it goes in the bench guy, doesn't really matter. We need a discard, like I said, okay, so we're gonna Puzzle Time. We're gonna have an Enhanced Hammer and a Battle Compressor, and this way we can discard that Trick Shovel I was talking about. So we discard that, play a Battle Compressor. With this, we'll discard not a Battle Compressor. We're looking for, let's see, where's Trick Shovel? Alright, so a Trick Shovel, we'll discard a Floatstone, maybe? No, we'll keep Floatstone in the deck. We'll discard a Team Flagrant. And probably just those 2. Yeah, we'll discard those 2. And then we will Junk Hunt, once again, getting back double Puzzle of Time. And the next time we use Puzzle of Time, oh no, I didn't play the Enhanced Hammer. Whoops. Oh well. Mistakes were made. On to our opponent's turn. But still, we can play. I forgot to play the Enhanced Hammer. I got it with the Puzzle Time, but I didn't use it. That's my bad. We see a Team Plasma Ball. This might get a Lugia and or a Thunder. So let's see what they decide to go with. Now, since the Deoxys is already stuck in the active spot, we're just going to keep it there forever. Unless they play a switch. We know the top deck of Team Plasma Ball. There's a Thunders coming down. They do have energies in their hands. But next time we get to discard both those energies, we get a Delinquent. We're going to Enhance Hammer, discard this guy, discard. Okay, we're going to play Puzzle Time. Playing to get another one. And with this, we'll grab an Enhanced Hammer. And we'll grab a Trick Shovel. So we'll get those guys. Alrighty, now we can start Trick Shovel my opponent. So we'll Trick Shovel. Let's discard the top card of their deck. And let's see, what is it? A Deoxys? Alrighty. Yeah, we'll just discard it. That's fine. Actually, you know what we should do? Is we should just Junk Hunt. Once we get rid of all these energies, we should be okay. We'll discard that, and we will Junk Hunt. Getting back 2 puzzle times, just over and over again. But we should just start, like, Rototillering. That's probably our best bet. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. They draw a card. And if they don't put down an energy, I might put down Bumblebee and start using Rototiller. Just discard cards off their deck. Because at this point, we're going to deck out before them. We see a DC going to the active. See a retreat into the Thunders. Alrighty. Okay, we need to see if Lysander's in the deck. I didn't discard a... Okay, no, Lysander's in the discard pile. We see an Ultra Ball discarding a Plasma and a DCE. This will probably get out of Sableye. I imagine so. I imagine Sableye will come on down. Come on down, Sableye. Now the light... Oh, Hoopa. Okay, Hoopa works as well. But I think our... what is it? Our Life Due's prize, because I didn't see it in the deck. But that's okay. I think we'll still be okay without it. I mean, we really haven't done anything. We've just been discarding energies off my opponent. There's a Lugia and a Deoxys. So, my opponent's going to have no cards in his hand. Okay, that's scary. There's a Deoxys. There's a Lugia. And we'll see a pass on to our turn. Alrighty. We were going to VS Seeker. We're going to grab a Lysander. We're going to Lysander, bring up that Deoxys. Come back up here, Deoxys. We're not done with you yet. Alrighty. We'll play 2 puzzle times. Yes, and with this, we will get back a Verse Seeker, and trying to debate, because we could play a Compressor to discard more stuff out of our deck, but I don't know if we really need to. You know what, we'll just grab a VS Seeker, and then we'll just puzzle time. Oh, we already have VS Seeker. We'll just grab a Crushing Hammer, that seems okay. So putting those 2 in our hand, and we are going to Junk Hunt for 2 puzzle times. Oh, we should have grabbed, a Trick Shovel. That's what we should have got last turn. Oh, well, so 2 puzzle times come in our hand. Next turn, we can start Trick Shoveling. I don't know why it didn't last turn. That was just a mistake on my part. We should have probably put a Float Stone in the deck, so that way you can retreat to Bumblebee and or Bumblebee into the Sableye. So into our turn, get an Ultra Ball. We're just going to Trick Shovel. Puzzle time. Play 2 of it. Okay. And at this, we're going to get a Battle Compressor and a Trick Shovel. And this way I'm going to discard some good old Float Stones. That way we can puzzle time for our next turn. So Battle Compressor, we will discard a Float Stone. And we actually are going to discard a Silent Lab. Yeah, those seems like 2 good cards. Do we have another Float Stone in here? We do. So we'll discard those 2. We will then Junk Hunt. I know it seems weird that we're doing this, but we're going to Junk Hunt for 2 puzzle times. And then next turn, we can grab a Float Stone and a Silent Lab. And then the next turn, we can puzzle time, getting another Float Stone. And then we can start Rototilling my opponent to deck him out. That might be the best option. It's taking me a second to realize how to play this deck. This is my first time playing it with the puzzle times. And like I said, this is Steve's list. This is his exact 6 cards list. So I'm not exactly sure how this should work out. But we'll find out. Oh, we see a Lysander bringing up Trubbish. We also have to watch out. We only have 7 minutes of time left. But we should be okay. On to our turn. We are going to puzzle time. Get another one. Yes. Well, we draw into a Parallel City. But I'm still going to grab a Silent Lab and a Float Stone. Okay. So put those 2 in my hand. We will Float Stone the active. Retreat into the Sableye. And we're going to play Trick Shovel, discard top card of my opponent's deck. Let's see, what is it? A Frozen City? Yeah, we'll discard that. I really don't care what they draw into. We'll be okay. And then we'll Junk Hunt, getting 2 puzzle of times once again. And on to our opponent's turn. Alrighty. We just got to watch out for time. Like I said, this is something you have to watch out for. I forgot to put down the Silent Lab. Whoops. I meant to put down the Silent Lab to shut down. I don't know, if he has a Skyfield and a Shaman, that could be troublesome. But we'll see. Okay, we see a Scoop Up Cyclone. Going to pick up that Deoxys. Going to put it into his hand. Alright, here comes the Thunderous. The question is, does he have an energy? There's a Muscle Band. Okay, I'll do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That will be a knockout if he does go for this play. There's a Deoxys. And does he have an energy or not? Nope. No energy. So on to our turn. We are going to VS Seeker. for a Lysander. The only problem is he doesn't have any tools on these guys, so he can just put a Floatstone on it. Will Lysander bring up Deoxys? We'll put down the Garbodor. And we will puzzle time. Yep. Get another puzzle. Play both puzzle times. And with this, we'll grab a Floatstone and Trick Shovel. Okay. We will put a float. No, actually, not gonna put down Floatstone right now. We're just gonna play a Trick Shovel. Discard top card of my opponent's deck, and let's see what is it. A Sycamore. Oh yeah, take that. No Sycamore for you. We'll put down Bumblebee. Put down a Dark Energy, and then we're gonna put down Silent Lab, and we're going to Junk Hunt. Yep. And the reason I put down Silent Lab is because then we can play Delinquent the following turn if we want to. Wait till he has 3 cards in his hand. And the next turn, what we can do is we can retreat this Sableye into Bumblebee, and then we can have 2 time puzzles, and then we can just start burrowing to discard his deck. Burrow, discard his deck. Alright, so pass. On to our turn. We will retreat into the Bumblebee. And we'll start just burrow. Yep, we'll burrow. Number 1. Discard a VS Seeker. Sorry, bud. Burrow. Number 2. Discard a Skyla. Sorry, bud. On to our opponent's turn. Like I said, we could play Delinquent next turn. Discard these 3 energies. Things are looking up. We see a Rainbow Energy go down to the Thunders. We see a Verse Seeker. This will probably get out a Skyla for a switch, maybe? Let's see. It'll only do 50 because the Deoxys are shut down. We might have to time puzzle to get back a VS Seeker to bring up a Deoxys if they do go for a switch. We'll see what he decides to do. But he's down to 27 cards. There's a Sycamore, so he'll go down to 20 in his deck. That's good for us. And does he have a Tool Scrapper is the main question. Let's see what's going to happen. How many energies are in his discard pile? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8, 9, and he's going to Raid and Knuckle. It's only going to do 50. Like I said, it's not going to knock us out because he doesn't have access to Deoxys. And where does that energy go? Probably into the Lugia, I imagine. And like I said, we need a time puzzle for VS Seeker to bring up Deoxys, and we will have to attack with a Sableye this turn. That's probably our best option, and just get back to 2 puzzle times. Yeah, that's probably what to do. We'll just time puzzle. Man, I wish we had a catcher. If we had a catcher in this deck and we flipped heads, we could bring up Deoxys, and then we can be okay. But on our turn, we get another Dark Energy, put a Floatstone on the active. We will retreat into a Sableye, almost Rototiller. Put a Dark Energy in the active, play Puzzle Time, getting another, using both Puzzle Times. And with this, we will grab a VS Seeker and Enhanced Hammer. Okay. We will Enhanced Hammer the active. We will Crushing Hammer, try and discard the energy off this Deoxys. Heads. Alright, and we will VS Seeker for a Lysander. Alrighty. And bring me up a Deoxys. Come around here. And we will Junk Hunt one more time for 2 puzzle of times, or whatever you call them. Yeah, puzzle times going back into our hand. Alrighty. So, next turn we can start burrowing once again. On to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. Do they have another switch in energy? And if they don't, we're just going to Delinquent. Then we're going to Delinquent. And then they'll have, like, barely any cards in their deck. We see an energy going to the active, but we can just puzzle time to discard that. And then we can Junk Hunt. Oh, a Course Machine! Alright, so he could knock us out this turn. He does have 3 Plasma Energies already played. Does he have a 4th one or not? He does not have... Oh, he does have the 4th one. Alrighty, so we see a Muscle Band, and he will knock us out. I think it does 3, 6, and then we see an in as well. Ooh, spicy. I like it. So he's going to put us down to 6. He's going to have 6 as well. And let's see, what do we get off the 6? We get an in. We get an Ultra Ball Puzzle Time. Okay. And, like I said, we might see a Helix Force, we see a Trainer's Milk, look at the top 4 cards of his deck, and let's see what he decides to grab. A Frozen City, it might matter somewhat, but not really. It's not going to really affect us. Okay, so Frozen City come down, it makes it where it does 20 more damage when you attach an energy to a Pokemon. That's not a Plasma, we see a Helix Force, it should do 80, yep. And we're going to send up Garbodor, they will go down to 5 prize cards, and let's see what happens. Can we top deck another Puzzle of Time? And we get a Battle Compressor. We'll play the Compressor just to thin our deck out of stuff we don't need. Not really sure. Like, we don't need this Shaman, for sure. We probably don't need these Ultra Balls as well. We're not really searching for any more Pokemon. We might though. That's weird. We'll discard a Delinquent, and we will discard the other Compressor. Yeah. All right. So we discarded those two. We'll Ultra Ball, discard Jirachi, and doesn't really matter. We'll discard. I'm trying to think which one's better to discard. We'll discard the Silent Lab. It's pretty much useless. And we can Frozen City, or put that the Parallel City down. We'll grab a Sableye. Put down the Sableye. Put down the Parallel City, and we'll make it... Yeah, that way, and that way they don't have any... they have to discard 2 Pokemon. I don't know what it does, but it's okay. They're going to discard probably a Deoxys and a Deoxys, or a Deoxys and Hoopa. I'm just trying to thin our deck down so I can try to get 2 Puzzle Times to get an Enhanced Hammer and a Crushing Hammer to discard both these energies off this Deoxys if possible. How many energies are in play? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Alrighty, we're going to end, and let's see what can we get off this end. Can we get 2 Puzzle Times? And we don't. Okay, so that means this. He can knock us out next turn. We'll Trick Shovel. Discard top card of my opponent's deck. We'll discard an Ultra Ball. I still think the smart play is to put a Dark Energy. We will retreat. Oh, we should have Battle Compressor, discard 2 Time Puzzles, and then we could have Junk Cover 2 Time Puzzles right now. But we're going to grab an Enhanced Hammer and a Crushing Hammer, and that way we can just play him next turn regardless, and then we can Sycamore, and we should be okay. Super Rod's in the deck as well, so I'm not really that worried. Only to our opponent's turn. Let's see what happens. Does he have another energy or not? That's the big question. We do have to watch out on time. We have 4 minutes left. We see an end. Going to shuffle both hands to the deck and draw. He's going to get 5. We're going to get 6. And like I said, he will knock us out once again. Going down to 4 prize cards. We get a red Time Puzzle. We are missing 1 Time Puzzle. We have a Delinquent as well. But we have a Zerosic. Such a weird hand right now. Because we could just Rosic, discard the Psychic Energy. We see a... Okay, so he has a Prism and a Rainbow in there. We're going to see a Helix Force knocking us out, doing 80. Okay. Then go down to 4 prize cards. We're going to sit the Garbodor. And let's see what happens. Do we draw a VS Seeker? We draw an Enhanced Hammer. So we're going to Enhanced Hammer. And we're going to discard not a Plasma. Yeah, we'll discard a Rainbow. And then we'll Zerosic. Discard a Prism. We'll then... Oh, we already played a supporter card. And we're going to retreat. And we're actually... Let's see. Do we Burrow or Rototiller? Let's see. Let's just Burrow twice. Yeah, let's go for the Burrow Rampage. Discards a Chorus. And we'll discard a Kyurem. Alrighty. The question is, do they have any more energies? There's 1, 2... 3, 4, 5, 6. This is number 7. So they have 1 more left after this. We're going to see Helix Force knocking us out, going down to 3. Alrighty, and we need a top deck of the century right now. We're in trouble. We'll set up Garbodor, and let's see what happens. We get... Okay, yes! Double Puzzle Time. So Puzzle Time. And yes, we'll play both copies of Puzzle Time. We'll get back... let's see. We'll get back... We could go for, like, an Enhanced Hammer and then a Sycamore. Oh, Enhanced Hammer's not... Okay, no, Enhanced Hammer's in the deck. We'll grab an Enhanced Hammer, and we'll grab a Sycamore. Okay. So that gets discarded. We'll play the Enhanced Hammer. Discarding, this guy. We will then Super Rod, and with the Super Rod, we'll get back a Sableye, a Dark, and a Dark. Yep, that should be okay. And we are going to Ultra Ball, get out of Sableye, and then we're going to Sycamore, and hopefully we can hit some Dark Energy. So Ultra Ball, discard these 2 guys. And I'm not really worried about decking out. That's not a concern of me, because we do have Time Puzzle, get back the Super Rod, get out the Sableye, put down the Sableye, play the Sycamore. I'm more worried about this time. We have 2 minutes left. Okay, so we get a Dark Energy. We can retreat to Sableye, put down a Bunnelby, and we can Junk Hunt for 2 Time Puzzles. Yeah, we'll get 2 Time Puzzles just to guarantee it. Another 2 Time Puzzles. Alright, on to our opponent's turn. Let's see. He has 1 energy left in the deck to actually start attacking with. And from this point, we're just going to burrow. We need time on our side. We'll probably just Time Puzzle 1 more time for Enhanced Hammer. And then a Verse Seeker for Zerosic. Or I mean, we'll just grab a Zoroark regardless. Doesn't really matter. But let's see, what can our opponent do? There's a Trainer's Mill. Time is getting close on our side, but we should be okay. All we're going to do now is burrow. And there we see an end. He can shuffle our hand into the deck and draw 6 new cards. But luckily, I think we have 3, maybe 4 puzzle times in there. So we shouldn't be that much in trouble. The big question is, does he have the other energy? He has 1 Prism, 1 Rainbow, 2 Rainbow. So let me count. It should be up to 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, there's 1 more Prism / Rainbow in the deck, and that's what he can use to attack with the Deoxys. So we see an end. Both players are going to shuffle their hands to the deck and draw as many cards they have left. He's going to get 3. We're going to get 6. We just need to hit a time puzzle, and we'll be okay. Alright, there's 1 time puzzle. We could just junk hunt for the other one. Let's see if Frozen City comes down. Not really worried about that. We see a DC going to the active. Not really worried about that. He could retreat to the Thunderous, though. That could be a problem. Okay, the other time puzzle's in the deck. That's where it is. Alright, so let's see what he decides to do. On to our turn. We are just going to VS Seeker for a Lysander. We are going to Lysander up the Deoxys, and he sees the game, realize he can't win. We're going to Lysander the Deoxys, and then we're just going to junk hunt for another Super Rod and something else to get back energies, and then we're going to start burrowing, and we should be okay. But that was round 1. That was a little shaky. It didn't go as planned. Life Dew wasn't in the deck as well. And like I said, this was the first time us playing the game, but it is 3 rounds. This is the first round. We have another round and then the finals. So hopefully we make it to the finals. We'll see what happens in the next match. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.